if we think that, I can do everything, what I do can bring me my salvation. It is not like that. When we can do everything, sometimes we are tempted to be so self-reliant. Everything is because of my hard work. There's no God in this. So, the challenges that we have in our time is our self-reliance. Sometimes we think that everything is about me. It is not. It is not about who I am, but our salvation is a grace from God. Our salvation, keselamatan kita free. God freely give. My knowledge, my work doesn't bring me to my salvation. Only God and God alone. So Pope Francis, knowing that these are our challenges, so he proposed something for us to reflect, to pray for. The path to holiness, jalan kita menuju kekudusan. Apa itu jalan kita menuju kekudusan? Untuk Pope Francis, yang dia minta kita semua untuk reflect dan lakukan adalah ini. Khotbah Yesus di gunung waktu Yesus share the Beatitudes. Maybe we just take few seconds just to read this on our own. The path to holiness for Pope Francis is this. We have to be like Jesus. Jesus, who was poor, who was hated by the people, by the Pharisees, by the people who wanted to persecute him. He was defamed and he was persecuted like the prophets in the past. And Pope Francis said, that's Jesus. If we want to meet Jesus, we will not meet him in power, in our status. The world outside tell us that we must pursue for power. We must pursue for wealth. But Pope Francis said, no. If we want to meet Jesus, who came down from heaven to be low and to be one of us, then we cannot try to go up and meet Jesus up there. To meet Jesus is to go down, to be humble. It is in humility. It is in forgiveness. It is in love that we can encounter Jesus. But, of course, to do this, we cannot do it with our own power. We are not that patient. We are not that loving. That's why we can only rely on Jesus. Our love, our forgiveness must have the source from Jesus. Yesus adalah sumber dari segala cinta kasih yang kita punya. Kalau kita memaafkan dengan kekuatan diri sendiri, kita tidak sanggup. Pasti kita merasa, oh, cukup. I cannot do this anymore. This is the reason why we need to rely on Jesus. This is the path to holiness for everyone, untuk semua orang. Dan khusus, especially for the young people, Pope Francis, in his document Christus Vivit, the personal letter to the young people, he said this. Pope Francis said, orang muda, jangan pernah berkecil hati. Orang muda seharusnya bermimpi tentang hal-hal yang besar. Untuk bercita-cita hal yang tinggi. Untuk menaklukkan dunia. Untuk menerima semua tantangan. Dan untuk selalu menawarkan apa yang terbaik dari dalam diri mereka. Untuk itu, Pope Francis memberikan dukungan untuk orang muda. Jangan biarkan orang-orang merampas harapan ini dalam hati kita. Jangan kita merasa rendah diri karena kita muda. Sebab karena kita muda, kita punya kelebihan-kelebihan yang kita bisa gunakan demi kemuliaan Tuhan. So Pope Francis say, dream, hope, act, do something. But all this, we must have love as the foundation. And Pope Francis also said that for young people, it is important to discern our vocation. The people of our age, the millennials, the new generation, they are looking for meanings. Yesterday in the presentation, we heard from Brother Dominic that people in the past, they were struggling because they're struggling to find food. That's why they work hard. But in our age today, people are not so struggling so much. We have everything, but now we are looking for meaning. So Pope Francis asks us to discern our vocation. Apa panggilan hidup kita? What is meant for me to do? So Pope Francis berkata, Tuhan berbicara kepada kita dalam berbagai cara. Selama kita bekerja, melalui orang lain. Setiap saat Tuhan berbicara kepada kita. Melalui kehidupan kita sehari-hari. Tapi, satu hal lagi yang sangat penting dalam our discernment, dalam merenungi panggilan hidup kita, adalah doa. Tuhan berbicara melalui kehidupan kita sehari-hari, tapi kita harus berdoa dengan keheningan doa yang panjang. Kita harus menyediakan waktu untuk Tuhan. Karena disitulah kita membangun kehidupan kita, hubungan kita yang personal, yang pribadi dengan Tuhan. Dengan be attentive to what is happening around us, what happened in my workplace, in my school, wherever I am, and also in praying, then we can find our vocation. On the more practical side, yesterday, kemarin, this is what Brother Dominic also shared. Brother Dominic shared this quote. The place God calls you to is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. Dan saya meminjam teori lain dari spiritualitas Japanese spirituality, because they have Japanese people, they have the spirituality to find the art of the meaning of being, arti dari kehidupan kita. Dan menurut Japanese theory, kita bisa menemukan arti kehidupan kita di bagian tengah ini, yang berwarna orange ini, tengah. Ketika kita bisa menemukan apa yang kita cintai, what is my passion, what is the thing that I really like to do, and when we know what we are good at, when I know my gifts and talents, and the third one, when we know what the world needs. When these three factors, when tiga elemen ini bertemu, itulah yang panggilan Tuhan dalam diri kita. Sebab Tuhan memanggil kita sesuai dengan apa yang dunia kita perlukan, tapi Tuhan juga memanggil kita secara personal, karena itu kita harus punya passion for that thing. We must be good at that. If I want to be a singer, but I cannot sing, then I cannot be a singer. So these three things are very important to know. What do I love? What am I good at? And then what is the need of the world, of the people around me? Then when these three things meet, that's most probably where God is calling us to. So with that short sharing, I would like to invite all of us to reflect. Pope Francis says, being young, sebagai orang muda, kita punya kelebihan. Kita diberi hadiah oleh Tuhan masa muda kita ini. Pertanyaan pertama, what are the gifts of being young person that I have? Mari kita refleksikan, apa kelebihan saya yang saya punya dari anak-anak kecil? Apa kelebihan yang hanya saya punya yang orang tua tidak punya? Second question, dengan kelebihan-kelebihan yang saya punya, dan juga dengan creativity sebagai orang muda, dengan energy, dengan my passion, and dengan my openness to possibilities. how can I reform the society and church? We are not going to change. We don't have to change anything, but how can we make it a better place? How can we make our society, our church is the place where people can really meet God, when people can come and say, God is good, God is loving. How can we make that more happening in our church, especially this time? This time, when we are not able to meet in person, it is the time for us to use technology to engage people through technology. And these things especially important for the church to engage the young people. The young people are the one who knows all this to make things happen. I myself am struggling with all the technology. And then the third question will be more practical, will be the action one. What is the first step that I can do to respond to this call? Based on number one and number two. And then with the thought, what can I do for the first step? Whose support do I need? Who do I need to work together with? So with this, maybe we can have some silent moment, maybe 5-10 minutes to reflect on these questions. And after that, we can break out into our group. Is that all right, Aiden?
Yes, that's perfectly fine. Thank you.